Oh, Father, you have saved us, brought healing through Jesus. Come lead us by your Spirit to make you known. We're not children of slavery, but of the one who set us free. We're not defined by the sin we've caused, we are known by what he's done. We're not children of slavery, but of the one who set us free. We're not defined by the sin we've caused, we are known by what he's done. Oh, Father, you have saved us, brought healing through Jesus. Come lead us by your Spirit to make you known, yeah. So give us words to speak your truth, give us eyes to see you move. Hear your sons and daughters sing your song, that there is power in the risen Lord, yeah. Oh, Father, you have saved us, brought healing through Jesus. Come lead us by your Spirit to make you known, yeah. Oh, Father, you have saved us, brought healing through Jesus. Come lead us by your Spirit to make you known. Oh, Father, you have saved us, brought healing through Jesus. Come lead us by your Spirit to make you known, yeah. To make you known, yeah.
Yeah, when I get the kind of feeling, I gotta say, that's why we can't.
Hey, what's up, Glendale Academy? It's been a while. Actually, I'm in the Glendale Academy parking lot right now, since I want you guys to see where I sleep, because there's nowhere else to do it. Actually, today, for you guys' theme of endure, I want to talk to you guys, or start off talking to you guys about a concept of speedrunning. Now, for those of you who play games, you guys already know what speedrunning is, but for those who don't know what speedrunning is, it's basically where you play a video game like Mario Kart or Hollow Knight or whatever game it is, and whether it's a level or a track or just the entire game, you try to go through the game, you go through the track, you go through the level as fast as possible, as efficient as possible, with zero to no mistakes. And basically what happens is, there's even world records of this, is where they try to get through the level, get through the speed run as fast as possible, and people try to beat their times by even just within seconds, even just shaving off one entire second, or beating another person's time by a millisecond is crucial. People will create entire videos of how there's breakthroughs in a speed run, where someone was able to shave off just 1 second of the time by doing some sort of trick or some sort of glitch. Recently, about a few weeks ago, I watched this video of this guy who had completed this glitch that took it was like a 1 in 10,000 chance he was gonna get it. And the thing that is interesting, the thing that is difficult about this glitch is even if you were practicing this glitch, this thing that breaks the rules of the game, that allows him to beat the speed run, to beat this run with 10 seconds off, even just to get it in practice mode, or when you're not being judged, when you're not being critiqued, or the score you're gonna get in game is gonna be scored for the world to see. And he completes this glitch, and again, it's like a 1 in 10,000 chance you would get it, let alone in game, while you're being judged, while you're being scored for real. It's like a 1 in 10,000 chance he gets it, but he does get it. And then it's crazy. You can even hear in his voice, he goes crazy. He's like, he finishes the run. But then what he does next is so interesting to me and so fascinating, because he would have had by far the world record for this Mario Kart speedrun. But what he does next is, the moment he finishes the glitch, understand there's nothing in his path. All he has to do is head straight for the goal, straight for the end. But when he completes the glitch, he pauses. And the thing about when you pause in those kind of speedruns is, in the rule set, when you pause, it invalidates the run, or that's when the run is over. And so because he paused, this 1 in 10,000 chance to get the best run that could be possible, he pauses. And so it didn't matter of how well he did, or that he accomplished this great feat, because he paused. He invalidated his own success. Now, why do you think this happens? Why do you think he did that? Why would he ruin his chances? Well, the reason being is because whenever he would practice that glitch, every single time he was in practice mode, going over it, every single time he messed up, he paused and reset. And even once he got the glitch, even when he was successful, guess what he did as well? He completed the glitch. He's like, okay, let's try to get that again. So he pauses, and then he resets the game. He had never practiced what it would be like to finish the glitch, to get the glitch, to accomplish the glitch, and then get to the goal. He had always practiced resetting. He had always practiced pausing. And so when the time came, because he had never practiced moving forward and only practiced staying where he was, even when he would accomplish what he had wanted, he had to create this habit, this mindset of where created a routine, a reflex, that even when I am successful, I set myself back. Now the story, I'm going to go very quickly because I'm just noticing my time now. But the story I wanted to share with you in the Bible is the story of David and Goliath. And now, when we look at the story in 1 Samuel, we see David as this person who has completed this great task. And, you know, it's something in just normal language today. David and Goliath. It's this phrase we use when there's an underdog against a big threat, or something that is impossible to beat. But when you look at David, when you look at his response to the situation, he doesn't seem scared at all. He seems confident. He seems ready to take on this challenge. Look what he says in 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 34. He says, "But David said to Saul, 'Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth. When it turned on me, I seized it by its hair, struck it, and killed it.' Verse 36, 'Your servant has killed both the lion and the bear. This uncircumcised Philistine, Goliath, will be like one of them, because he has defied the armies of the living God.' Verse 37, 'The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine.'" when David gets to Goliath, understand that confidence, that moment. He has confidence, he has courage, but it didn't all boil down to that one moment. It's not like he got to Goliath and then he's all of a sudden, oh, like I can do this. And it was yes, it was somewhat miraculous, but it wasn't all miraculous. It wasn't like he just got there and he did something no one could have thought of. It's because, like he said, I'm at Goliath, not just because of today, but because of the other days when I met the lion and when I met the bear. I am here today. I am able to take on this feat because I've taken on these other feats in the past. Unlike the speedrunner, David has practiced accomplishing his goal. And he knows that from a man to a lion, I'm sure the first time he faced the lion, he had that fear. He had that pressure. He had that feeling that maybe I can't do this. But the moment he accomplished the lion, guess how he felt when he met the bear? He said, well, I fought the lion, and that was scary, but I was able to come out on top of that. So when I see this bear, because of the lion, I can take on this bear. And guess what happens? He takes on the bear, and now he's in front of Goliath that everybody is afraid of, everybody thinks they're gonna get slaughtered, get destroyed. No one wants to step up to the plate. And he sees Goliath, another wild beast, another animal in front of his face. Something that seems improbable. But because he has practiced and seen his success with the lion, that gave him the courage to take on the bear. And the courage he got from the lion and the bear gave him the courage to take on Goliath. You see, courage and confidence doesn't just come out of thin air. It is something that is practiced. It is something that is developed over time. And you have to think, as Glendale Academy students, when you guys are being given responsibility, when you guys are given roles, or when you guys are given leadership positions, even if it's in band or in sports, or even in just your classes, you are given opportunities, responsibility, and the ability to practice that confidence, to practice that courage. Whenever you're given those opportunities, how do you respond? Do you make it a habit to shy away from challenge? Do you make it a habit to underestimate yourself? How do you respond to difficulty? Have you gotten used to saying, I can't? You see, every single time you say, I can't, every single time you shy away from responsibility, whenever your teachers or the principal says, hey, could you do this for me? Those are opportunities for you. Whenever there's elections for essay, whatever it is, whenever you're given moments to step up, how do you use those opportunities? That's your practice. That is your opportunity to grow. That's your time to practice that confidence, practice to gain that experience so that in the future, you're not just walking straight up to Goliath, day one. No, you have a resume under your belt. You've said, well, I've done this, I've taken on the lion, I've taken on bear problems. So Goliath is nothing. That ain't nothing. In psychology, or in my psych class, I had learned this example of potential. And interestingly enough, I can't cut that out. But hi again, everybody. Sorry about that. Comedy. Like I said, in my psych class, I'm just in my car, like I said. So sorry about that. That's just the nature of COVID and ministry and COVID. Back to the talk. During my psychology class, I learned something about potential. And interestingly enough, potential is not something that is equal. Oh my. I am so sorry. But potential is not something that is equal across the board. In other words, one person's ability, one person's potential can vary and in level be very different from another person's potential. For example, some of you are really good will have the great potential for cooking. A lot of you will have the great potential for academics. A lot of you will have the great potential when it comes to gaming. Many of you have the great potential when it comes to leadership or when it comes to music, like in band. And even within band, some of you will do really well and have the potential to do really well at one instrument, whereas another one of you will have the potential to be very good at another instrument. But think of it like this. Let's say two of you are interested in piano, and right now you are both at the same level. Well, let's say one person's potential is like here, and then another person's potential is like here. The thing is, that's just their potential. That's not where they're at right now. Like I said, they're both here at the bottom. They're both on the same level. What they both need is practice. What they both need is experience. Now, guess what happens if they both were to work really hard? If they both were to put all their efforts and do all the practice and put in all the time, well, like I said, the potential levels will be here. However, that's not real life. People are, as you all know, I'm sure a lot of you all are lazy. A lot of you all are unmotivated. A lot of you all would rather stay home and not do homework. And so just because your potentials are like this, through practice, what ends up happening is just because someone's potential is here, if there's zero practice, guess what happens? They stay here. And the person whose potential may be here, because they put in the work, because they put in the effort, because they put in the hard time, they'll be here and that person will be here. In other words, don't think about potential. Don't worry about what the other person is doing. Is every single day you are putting in the time, you are putting in the effort, you are putting in the practice. And that's what really counts. Because a quitter with great potential is still just a quitter. At the end of the day, what you guys are doing now in high school and later on in college, that's your practice time. That is your time to work on your work ethic, to work on your morals, to work on how you deal with stress, how you deal with difficult situations, how you deal with being given great responsibility. And at the end of the day, if you don't take those opportunities, you'll never get to Goliath. You'll never accomplish the bear. You'll never accomplish the lion. One last verse I want to share with you. And it's found in Proverbs 24:16. It says, "For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumble when calamity strikes." That's saying those who are of God's kingdom, the true Christian, doesn't focus on mistakes, but focuses on moving forward. He's able to get up 7 times because I'm willing to bet that after the first time he fell, he realized, oh, I can get up. And that by the second time he fell, he's like, I've fallen before, and I know I can get up again. That's what it means to have practice with confidence, practice with opportunities to grow, is that every single time you go through a mistake and every single time you mess up, don't focus on the mistake, focus on moving forward. Don't be like the speedrunner and fall back. Be more like David and take those opportunities to challenge yourself, to grow, to increase your endurance. Practice moving forward and start doing that as soon as possible. Enjoy the rest of your week. Glendale Academy, let me pray with you. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray for all these budding young students who are still early on in the stages of their life. I pray that that in this time, even during COVID, they think about the opportunities they're given right now, today, and how can they continue to push themselves forward? How can they continue to increase their endurance? May they take these opportunities and run with it. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. Have a good week, you guys.